Okay, here's part two of how extremely important the petition signing process, which is the first step in any person wants to get elected or re-elected on the local level. I have to do the research, I admit, to see if it goes beyond the local level, but to get elected or re-elected for an office. Now, after speaking with a representative from CC Gerlach's re-election campaign, like I said in part one, I was curious. I'm like, okay, what, all right, you go out, you get signatures, big deal. You talk to people. It's like campaigning. But what I found out was something that I never even knew about, even going to school. The petition signing process is also to educate voters about the entire process, not just to go out and try to convince people to put their signature on a petition and say, okay, yeah, I think that you'll do the great job. The other part of it is that to tell voters, hey, look, and at least a good politician or in their volunteers will do this, to say, hey, look, the reason why we need your signature is mainly for our candidate. But I was informed, now these are the numbers I was informed of, that any candidate who's running for election, any person who wants to become a candidate and run for election or re-election as a Democrat or Republican, that's, for those of you not in the U.S. or familiar with our political system yet, the two major parties, we need 100 people to say, yes, we think that you will do the best job. That sums it up right there. So if the candidate does not get those 100 signatures, then good luck. Not happening. I promise I will start doing more research on this, but I want to get it firsthand. So basically, it's also informing people who may or may not be, okay, most people, they listen to the ads, they might go to some city council meetings at best, but, open the door when a volunteer comes around. But they're not very familiar with the entire campaign and election process. And, as I just stated, the potential candidate is out there saying, hey, look, do you think, is basically saying, okay, we just told you what our candidate stands for. Do you think that we can do the job or do the job again that we promised you? And if you do think that, will you add your signature to this list of names so that we can get at the minimum 100 signatures required so that we can continue to support, to listen to you and to continue to do the job that we are doing or that we want to do to help you out in your life, to help you and your family out. So this is, now I understand, this is an extremely important part, an extremely important first step for the election process. And it really kind of really surprised me. Like I said, I thought, go out, get the petition signed, no big deal. But without those 100 signatures, forget it. So that, for Democrats and Republicans, okay, the two parties in which the primary election is for, and also, it is also to a point to try to convince people, because there's a lot of independents out there, myself included, that to say, hey, look, we realize that you're independent, a lot of people are, but and also I found out why register as a Democrat or Republican, one of the two parties, and I'm borderline on whether or not I'm going to change personally, and that is because it basically it provides a stronger voice for your beliefs. Now, in part 3 of this, I'm actually going to go into another section of the what I just learned about our two-party system. And again, like most people, I gave up on politicians a long time ago. But there's something that something else I learned that is very important, that I'm going to keep my personal opinions out of it. I promise. So part 3 is going to focus on the, why register as a Democrat or Republican, at least from their standpoint. Okay. But to everybody out there, stay safe in the night and always. It's been a brutal winter here in the Lehigh Valley in the Northeast. Take care. Warm weather is on the way. Thank you very much for the support. It means a hell of a lot. I'll see you around. Later.